Check what two, what is up guys, here with your boy Kagi, back at it again with a new video. And this video I bring you how to build a map on the Hytopia builder. So very easy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna walk you through all the features that this builder has. Everything that you can do in this builder is pretty simple once you understand the step-by-step. Now, if you don't know what Hytopia is a platform where you can build your own games and upload it on browser and people can play it. Something similar to Roblox, but with the Minecraft look. As an example, I just built my first game right here, Smash Point. This is a tennis game. It's still a little bit buggy here and there because I am not a real coder. I'm a vibe coder, but if you want to start coding, it's very simple. I also have a video on how to code a game for yourself. But with that being said, let's jump into the map builder and let's get started with the tutorial. All right, so first things first, let's get into the UI. Right here, we have the blocks. These are preset blocks, but you can create your own blocks with AI. I'm going to teach you how to do that in just a little bit. Right here, we got some items, but you can also import items actually from Minecraft or other games that are voxel-like, and you can import it. As an example, I bought this pack right here. I bought this pack, and this is a pack that I bought on a Minecraft website, and then I brought it in here. Now, in another video, I'm going to teach you how to actually do that because you do have to go through some steps to do that. Let me go ahead and clear the map right here, the map clear, boom. And then right here, you have some of the AI items that you can build. These are all AI items that I have done. For example, I said, build me a medieval Victorian castle. And there you go. It built me a castle. Not necessarily it's going to give you exactly what you want because it is AI, but you can tweak it after you get the build that the AI initially gives you. For example, this is another castle. I tell them to give me a lava castle, and this is what I built. Obviously, I am going to shape it a little bit. Now, you can also build from scratch, and I'm going to teach you how to do that right now. On the right side, you're going to see the details of some of the items that you're going to choose. For example, if I chose a barrel wood right here, we're going to see the scale. You can like scale it, make it bigger, boom. You can make that bigger, make it smaller. You can rotate it. You can add collider, snap to grid, make it easier. If you take out the snap to grid, it's gonna be harder. We also have the vertical offset. Sometimes you do want to use this because you want to set the item higher or lower. But usually, you know, it's not good to mess around with this. Just keep the items at 0. At the vertical offset of 0, and that is basically ground level. Then right here you got some other settings, and as you go around the map, you're going to see on the bottom right, you're going to see the position. Now the position is going to be very important because this position is actually going to help you once you're building a game. For example, if you want your character to spawn in a certain position, let's say I were to put this right here, right in this square, boom. If I want my character to spawn in this square right here, I want to know the position of these squares. I want to know the position. For example, 7 0 -2, 6 0 -2, 6 0 -4, and 7 0 -4. So when I tell the AI, the coding platform, to spawn my character within these boundaries, you want to know these positions, right? So that position is going to be very important. It's going to come in very handy. Of course, the position is very important too for you to calculate. For example, if you do something very long, if you were to do something very long, you want to know where you're at. For example, this is already 19, right? It's already in 19 right here. If you want to go the other way, you probably want to put a -19 to be symmetrical, right? So that is going to help you. You don't have to count every single block. So things like that. Obviously, the positions are very important for different purposes. All right, so on the bottom right, you're going to see a plus. That's where you add blocks depending on what you have. If you select a brick, or for example, over here is a plus, you can actually click and drag, but clicking and dragging, it can get a little bit confusing. So you want to use another tool that I'm going to teach you right now. But let's say you do this. If you want to remove, then you will go to the negative button and you will remove. And you can also do it quick like this, kind of like an eraser, but it's also uncomfortable. So it's probably not the best way to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and clear everything up right here. Clear map. Right here you have undo. Right here you have redo. Right here you have plane size and shape. So if you want to place something in grids, that's probably like a good way to, you know, build a platform or things like that. This is really, really good tool. But there's also other ways to do it at a bigger scale, and I'm gonna teach you that. Right here, you can swap tools. Let's see, brush. You can brush, you can paint. Now let's go ahead and do the selection tool. The selection tool is very important because this is what's gonna help you delete stuff. For example, if I wanted to delete all of this all together, I can just select from here, click the selection tool, select once, and drag without clicking. I would grab all of this and it goes green, and then I hit the remove blocks and it's much easier to remove. So if I wanted to remove this, click once, drag all the way over here, click again, goes green, and then just go to the remove hidden blocks, bam. Now, if you want to add blocks, you would have to go to the plus, hit the plus, then hit the square right here. And let's say you want to add bricks, but you want to do a tower, then you would click once, drag the floor to see how much you want to do. For example, this amount. And then don't click yet, press 2 to make it bigger. As you can see, it's going upwards. It's making a tower. Boom, boom, boom. And if you press 1, it goes lower. If you press 2, it goes up. So if you want to do a tower or something like that, then you would drag wherever you want. Let's say you want to drag all the way over here, and then click again. Boom. Now you have a brick tower. There you guys have it. And then from there, if you want to like shape this, let's say you want to make a window, for example, boom, boom, boom. You want to make a little window here. You can do that. Maybe grab a glass block and then put a window, boom, boom, boom. And then you can just shape basically the building however you want. Let's see, wall tool. I never used this one before actually, but it's very similar to the other ones. You know, drag, boom. You can probably go upwards too. There you go. Pretty nice. Perfect. Right here you have generate terrain. Actually, I have never used this before, but we can use it right here. It looks pretty straightforward. You got the width, you got the length, you got the max height, you got the roughness, probably how rocky you want it to be. Clear existing map. Let's generate it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so it did generate it out of glass. Okay, so let's actually use something else. Let's use another one so we can actually visibly see that. Go to generate terrain, generate, boom, boom, boom. And now you got a little mountain going on right here. Perfect. Very nice, actually. Very, very nice. Now, the last tool I'm going to show you is the AI tool. Very important. You can use textures or you can do components. So if it's component, it's going to be something like a building or something like that. So I can go ahead and say components right here on the right side. You would say, build me a wooden house. Boom. Include the models, generate structure. Then it's going to have a CAPTCHA right here. Let's finish this. Boom, boom. There you go. Now we wait. Okay, so the AI already gave me the model. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna put it here. Boom. This is not okay. It is a wooden house. Not bad. Not bad. Not a bad start. You see, not a bad start. So it has everything. It has windows. Boom, boom, boom. So the structure is already built. Very nice. Now, if you want to go get that house again, you would go to this blocks right here. And this is all the components that I have built with AI. As you can see, build me a house with wood, build me a wooden house, create a lava castle, build me a town. I built a town earlier. Boom. There you go. Now you have a little town there, etc., etc. So it is a good starting point. But for the most part, if you're really good at building, you probably want to build everything from scratch. And that is it. I'm going to clear this out. And then the next thing is save terrain. When you're saving, you're actually saving on your browser, right? On this instance. So if you were to close a browser and then bring it back up, it's still probably going to be in the cache. But if you really want to save this, you want to export this. So let's say, let's do it again. Let's do a little terrain right here. Let's generate it. Boom. Okay, we got the terrain going on right here. Let's say you like what you have already. Bam, bam, bam. You would click export. Boom. So right here, you can see I created a zip file. So you can open it. And once you go to the map right here, you're going to have it in a folder. And this is the map that you're gonna grab and put inside your map folder in your game. So you want to put this in your map folder in your game so that the game actually loads this map that you just created. So for example, right here, I have a game and this game is using this map right here. So if I wanted to change this map, I would have to bring in the one that I just downloaded. Boom, copy this, right? Hit the copy this, and then paste it right here. Of course, it's gonna tell me you would really want to replace it, and you would have to say yes, replace it, and voila, that is how you do it. So this is a game that I am building, so you would have to again go to your game folder, go to assets, and replace the map with the map that you just created. Okay, so let's say you already have a map and you want to keep working on it. You would go import, perfect. And for example, this is the map that we exported. You would import it again, and there you have it. There you have the map. Perfect. You import the map in, you edit it, then you save it, then you export again whatever changes you make to the map. Now, this is all for this tutorial. Make sure you guys check out the other tutorial on how to actually build the game from 0 to 100. So basically from the start, downloading, installing all the programs that you need, and then uploading it right here to the platform. As you can see, you can go to create. It's very, very simple. Create new game, name the game, and upload your game once it's ready. It takes a few days, maybe some hours for the game to be accepted into the platform, and once it's accepted, anybody can play it. Right now you can't really monetize yet, but very, very soon you will be able to monetize your game, do shops inside the game similar to Roblox and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I appreciate it very much. I'll see you guys next video, next stream. Much love.